Alex, as we begin, I believe you have a statement to read from into the record.
Yes, Your Honor.
We are not judges, Alex.
No, of course. Members of YouTube. On July 21st, 2023, I watched Oppenheimer for the very first time. It would be one of many. I would go on to watch it 9 more times. So yeah, you heard that right. I've watched Oppenheimer 10 times by now, and also that's 30 hours of Oppenheimer. Yikes. The question that's probably boggling in your mind is how, why, how, what's the purpose? And honestly, there's a lot to it. So I want to start back on July 21st when the movie came out, right? Everyone's excited to see it. Everybody runs to the theaters. And I started my day off by watching this movie, and it was the best choice I could have made. It was a really nice time because there wasn't a lot of people in the theater, older folk, very, very polite, watching the movie and just, enjoying it. And so as I'm sitting there and I'm trying to understand the story, because it's not so obvious the first time you watch it, you're kind of going, what? And obviously we all knew that this movie was going to be great because it's Nolan and he does such good work, and obviously with such a stellar cast behind it, we were all excited to see it. And so a couple of days later, I was asked to go see it again with a couple of friends, and I was like, of course, I want to see it again. This time, maybe I'll understand it better. I'll look for new details. And so I watched the second time, and I was like, this is great too. And I loved it again, obviously. And I was like, wow, there's still something about this movie that is just really, I don't know what to say about it. So a couple of days have passed since my last watch, and somebody comes up to me and says, hey, do you want to go and watch this movie in its true format, 70 millimeter? And you're probably wondering, who on earth could this random person be? I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. If you don't recognize the 2 other people in this photo, ironically, I'm wearing the same shirt, then you have not been around this channel for a long time. On my third watch, I went to go see it in 70 millimeter true format, and the whole journey and the reason this channel exists is because of this event. Now, I'm not going to dive into total detail of that adventure because there's a great video on the channel that you can go check out. It'll be in the top right now. Go check it out. It's great. Lots of details. And as you saw from the photo, we actually got a chance to see the 70 millimeter reel, which is crazy. And so that was the 3rd time I had seen it in the first week of release. I mean, crazy. Like, why? How could somebody go and see it that many times? And here's the thing. For me, it wasn't so much about the movie, because it was a lot more than that. The trip to see it in 70mm was a huge point in my life, and there was a lot of things going on in my mind and around me at the same time, and that trip meant a lot more to me than I think the guys realized, and I'm now saying it for the first time for YouTube views. What are you doing? This is awkward. Can I have this now? Stop asking if you can have the poster. Come on, I really want it. You have so many. Put it back and go to movieposters.com and use code FORGOTTEN15 to get 15% off your order at checkout. Fine. No, but in all seriousness, this trip meant a lot to me at the time, and it still does, and it's why I continue to go back to this movie over and over again. It's not because, yes, it's a great movie, Nolan knows what he's doing, it's won Best Picture for a reason, but I'd be lying to myself if I didn't say that this movie meant more to me because of the people that I saw it with, and that experience will stay with me for a long time. And it's a really interesting thing because that's how movies really shape us. That's how we remember movies. It's not necessarily the movie itself. It's what's happening in our lives at the time. It's what significant event it unfolds while we're watching it. The ideas and the feelings that we have while watching movies are the reasons why we love certain movies. You'll hear people say that this so-called movie that may not be well perceived by a lot of people is their favorite movie because it means something to them. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. And I think that's something that people don't really realize all the time, is that it's not about the score and it's not about what the movie actually is from a critique's perspective. It's how you feel when watching the movie. If the movie makes you feel good and has a long-lasting impact on you, not because of the story, but because of everything that was happening around it, that's why movies are so amazing, because it makes us think about those moments over and over again. And every time I go back to watch Oppenheimer, it's the same idea. It's the same feeling every single time. It's a very interesting scenario that I didn't really realize until later after watching the movie probably the 9th time already, and I thought to myself, oh, this is why. And now I understand. I mean, come on, in the background I've got the book, the reel, the hardcover, the steelbook. I mean, I collect all these things because the movie's great. But again, it's not just about the movie. It really isn't. Only certain people would take the time out of their day to go all the way there and all the way back, spend literally the entire day traveling just to see one movie in its true format. And that takes a special group of people. And I am extremely happy to be able to run a channel with them. And I, yeah, I mean, listen. I've said that to them before, right? This video is very strange, but it's the reality. You ask, why did I watch it 10 times? And this is the truth behind it. Every time I watch it, though, I get the same feeling I got when I watched it for the first time, and especially when I went to watch it in 70mm. So to the guys who are probably watching this, thank you for everything, and we will continue this channel and make it better and better and better. So subscribe for more. And on that note, if you want to know the guys a little bit better and myself, we're going to be having a live stream on June 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern time, where you can come and join us. We'll be talking about Christopher Nolan and all his movies. We've watched all of them, and so we're going to talk about all these different things. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come by, join us, talk with us, just do whatever you want, or check out the stream after it's gone live. And hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys soon, and hopefully the next time I see you, maybe I've watched Oppenheimer for 11 times. It's gotta be a record, right? Like, where's the medal? Where's Guinness World Record? Is that still a thing?